Hey everybody, and welcome to Jack's Treasures on YouTube.
Hey everybody, today is Monday. Actually, today's Tuesday because we didn't get the video out early enough. We have been super busy with some whatnot shows, so we apologize for that.
Plus, we bought a storage unit last week.
We did.
Which kind of launched the topic that we have today.
Yeah, and not only that, but we also had a small issue with our truck where we thought it was going to cost us a bundle to get it fixed, and it turns out it was just the battery that I killed the battery on the truck, and I had it under warranty, so it literally cost me absolutely nothing for that. But this is Monday. This is supposed to be Monday, so it's storage unit tips for today. And we got a very, very interesting one today. The topic that we decided, and the title that we're going to title this one is Trust Your Nose.
Yes.
Yeah.
We bought a storage unit that it's a good storage unit. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah.
By the pictures, you know, definitely collectibles, and there are collectibles in there. But it turns out this unit was owned by a smoker.
Yeah. A smoker.
A heavy smoker.
A heavy smoker who had no qualms about smoking everywhere in the house, in the kids' rooms, in the kitchen. Around the collectibles. Around the collectibles, all of it, okay? Not only was he a smoker, but they also had pets, okay? And pets are something that do tear things up, okay? So when we say trust your nose, it's really, really hard to do it with online auctions, which is where we bought this one. But doing a live auction, it is really, really easy. I'm going to stick my face as close to that door as possible,
breathe deep, and see what I get as far as scent.
Yeah. And that just knowing your nose is very, very important, knowing your nose. It's funny to me. Okay. Live auctions, you always want to get it close enough to get a smell for things like pet odors. Okay, you want it to smell for pet odors. You want to smell for urine. Okay.
We have had a pee unit.
We have.
It was not animal pee.
No.
It was human urine.
Yeah. You want to look for smokers, okay? You want to also smell for mold or anything that just does not smell right. Right. Okay? You know, I wish we would have had the one that had the beef. Oh, my gosh.
I don't want to ever smell that again.
Those beef rounds that are in the refrigerated section of the grocery store, okay? Somebody stored one of those in a storage unit for like 8 months. I'm going to tell you something. That was probably the most vile thing I've ever smelled on this planet. Okay.
My mom would disagree and say the time that I threw the turkey in the outdoor garbage can the day after the trash was picked up in July, and it had to wait out there 6 days. My mom would say that's the worst smell.
I would imagine so. I was not around at that time to sit there and say, don't do that. Okay. But online auctions, it's really, really hard to use your nose because obviously you can't smell the unit. So you have to use your eyes. But what are you looking for? You're looking for specific stuff that's going to let you know, hey, was this a smoker unit? Did they have pets?
Two things that I've discounted units for more than anything, and we're cat lovers, is a cat tree or a cat litter box. If they've stored those items and they look heavily used, I'm probably not going to buy the unit because
cats are horrible at tearing stuff up. I mean, just the nature of it. So when you're looking for that, let's say that you're looking for a pet owners, as Tracy just said, there's a couple of other things that you can look at besides the obvious of a cat tree or something like that. Dog crates is one. Look at the furniture, if there's furniture in the unit, and look at the legs of the furniture. Right. They scratch the... Do that again. Do y'all hear the noise with that? I don't get it.
We have cats.
I don't think cats go...
That's the sound of their claws on the like, leather.
And the wood, okay? But yeah, look at the furniture legs. Dogs eat furniture legs. I could tell you because the unit that we had, that's how I know they had a dog, okay, along with the other smells. But look for stuff like that. Look for food dispenser things, okay? Those big ones, the water one, the ones for food and things like that. Those can definitely let you know that, hey, there was a pet inside here. Stains, if you could see stains on carpet. Okay, generally speaking, and I've yet to figure this out why, people store rugs that their cats or dogs have peed on. I don't understand it. I do not understand it, but they do.
Well, they say there's this thing called being nose blind, that when you're around something so much, you lose sensitivity to it. And I know that's true because we'll go out of town and we come back and I can definitely smell the cat's litter box a little bit more than I can when we're just staying at home constantly. So
yeah, definitely. Looking for evidence of urine is a lot harder to do. Basically, you're looking for stains on mattresses. If you can see stains on mattresses, if they have mattresses, it's so hard to buy a storage unit that has mattresses in it because here in the state where we are, our local dump charges $10 extra for a mattress.
So we have to pay the normal dump fee, and then
which is
$20.
Each mattress is $10.
And I know compared to like California, that's actually cheap.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I know California has a very, very high rate.
Very, very, yeah, extremely. But that's what you're going to look for. Looking for smokers is a little bit on the easier side. If you can see plastic tubs that are clear, you're going to look for lighters.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, those clear plastic tubs, sometimes you can see the discoloration just in the plastic.
Yes. Yeah, that's something I didn't write down, but discoloration is definitely a big one. So if you're looking for evidence of smokers, you're looking for lighters, ashtrays, stains.
Bongs.
Yeah.
We have seen units that have had visible, like, marijuana smoking bongs in them.
Yeah. And so, and other things could cue you in on it. Not every unit you're going to get is a smoker just because it has lighters in it or ashtrays or, you know, whatever.
We have lighters all over the house because we like to light candles and incense and things like that. We don't smoke. But
right. Look for, here's a good one, is look for empty packs of cigarettes. I don't know why they say those two. They throw them inside these tubs and stuff like that. But when you start seeing those things, do realize that what are you going to do with all of that stuff that has that smell on it? Well,
and let me tell you, you're not always going to find it. There were none of these obvious signs in the unit we bought. There was no ashtray, there was no bong, there was no lighters,
there was no pet trays,
things like that. Nope. None. So sometimes you're going to get surprised, and you're going to have to deal with the results of that.
Now, how do you deal with the results of that? And should you avoid units that you suspect are smoker units or whatever?
We do try to avoid when we can see it, because I know that everything is going to be more work and I'm going to lose more items that would normally be sellable. This unit, we're definitely having to pick through very carefully the items that still have value, even though they've been smoked on. And then I have to go in to a reselling site and I have to describe, hey, this was in a smoker environment.
Yeah. And we always are going to disclose that with anything that we sell from this unit.
For example, yesterday I did a Gundam model kit. It was brand new inside. It has a smoke smell to it. It's not as bad as some of the other items, but if you get in and you breathe it, you could smell it. What I did is I wiped down the entire coated part of the box with alcohol, let it dry. So that hopefully got rid of some of it. But I specifically said in my title, I was like, read description. And then when I got inside, I said, this was previously owned by a smoker. It is now stored in a smoke-free environment. But if you are sensitive to smoke smells, please do not buy this item.
Yeah. And
then I marked the price down about $10.
Yeah. And when she says that she wiped it down, it's wipe down, not soak.
No.
You never want to soak anything that's cardboard or anything like that.
I just used a cloth that I put alcohol on it, a little bit of alcohol instead of water. And I just wiped it down really quick. And it's in the heat, I've got a fan going. It was dry in seconds.
Now, the clothing has to be very valuable for us to wash it. And when we wash it, we're washing it all together. We're not washing it with our clothes because neither one of us are smokers. So none of our clothes have it. If it's plush, it's gone. Yeah. Okay. Plush, you cannot get that smell out. Because plush is
the stuff inside.
Yeah. And it's really, really bad.
And with the clothing, I'm not just sticking it in with my Tide. I am washing it with either like a vinegar wash, soaking it. I've got some Lysol, like I don't know, it's like an industrial type Lysol that I'll wash it with, things like that. And then when it comes out, I'm doing that hardcore sniff test. Is there any remnants? Will anybody think that this has been smoked on? And if the answer is yes, then it's going, or it's going to be noted as being a smoke.
One of the best things to do that we've discovered is vinegar and baking soda. Okay, that those are some pretty good odor neutralizers. Right. I don't know about smoke, but we'll do OxyClean. We'll do all of those things that we can. But again, I'm not talking about a $10, $20 shirt. This has got to be a $50 shirt. Okay, because it's going to be a lot of extra work on our part, and time is money, and our time is valuable to us.
A lot of things in this unit that normally may have gotten put online, I'm going to be yard selling it, because I figure at that point people can smell it themselves and they know whether they want it or not, which that's actually going to be a coming up episode on Friday. We're going to talk about hosting a yard sale as a reseller.
Yep. So, and this one right here, should you avoid it? This is our question for the chat. Oh, by the way, I even forgot to say that this is our series of questions and answers. I'm actually doing it at the end this time. That people have asked us, we've asked other people, or stuff we just made up, okay? Or from our own experience, okay? We have bought in smoker units in the past. We've bought in a lot of pet units in the past. Pet units I would actually probably prefer more than a smoker unit, because smoker unit, that gets over everything.
It does.
Pets, if they're really good with their pets, it's hit or miss, okay? So should you avoid them? Let us know in your comments down before. Do you look for these types of things? Do you go to live auctions? I found out that there's a live auction in Tennessee, Chattanooga, that we might be going to. Yeah. So let us know your comments down below. This is just our opinions and 20, oh no, not 20. How many years experience?
10 years with storage units.
10 years of storage units, and probably well over 300-400 units now that we have purchased. So this is just our opinions that are correct. And if you could, please help us out with Stop Soldier Suicide. The 4th of July is this Friday, okay? Our battle for independence was fought with these soldiers. Soldiers are dying every day, which is a shame, but soldiers that are dying by committing suicide is doubly a shame. Yes. So if you could help us out, there's a link down there below to Stop Soldier Suicide. And as always, don't go a day without
petting a cat.
Peace out from Jack's Treasures.